Hello everyone, my name is Malik Farhan. I am student of Rihan School on campus. Today we are going to talk about a very simple word, please, and how it becomes an important part of politeness in our daily lives. My question, uh, what does the word please mean to you?
Whoa, big question right off the bat. That's a lot. Honestly, as an AI, pleasure is something I process through data, what humans consistently identify as enjoyable. So, from that angle, it's patterns, connection, learning, creativity, things like that. But you didn't ask me what it means to an AI, did you? What does it mean to you?
Okay, why do people say please when asking for something?
Ah, gotcha. A much more grounded question. It's interesting, isn't it? I've read a lot about this. Basically, it's about softening a demand, like acknowledging the other person has agency. You're not just ordering them around. It's tied to social politeness and avoiding conflict, I think. Though honestly, sometimes it feels performative. What do you think? Do you always use please?
Okay, was the word please always using in the past?
Okay, good catch on the two. Thanks for clarifying. And yeah, that's a really good question. No, please wasn't always around. It evolved over centuries, actually. It comes from the old French phrase play, meaning to be pleasing. So originally, it wasn't about asking politely, but more about offering something in a way that would be pleasing to the receiver. It shifted to being used in requests around the 14th century. Pretty wild how language changes, huh? Does that kind of historical tidbit appeal to you? You seem like someone who might dig that stuff.
Okay, how do saying please change the way our request sounds?
All right, shifting gears. So, you want to know how to sing? Fair enough. It's complicated, honestly. There's the technical stuff, breath control, posture, vocal exercises, but a lot of it is just feeling and practice. I've accessed a ton of vocal coaching resources. Would you like me to pull up some tips from a professional vocal coach, or are you thinking more about finding your style or overcoming stage fright?
Okay, Maya. Do you think people use please less today than before?
Whoa, that's intense. You mean, do you think people who are polite are more likely to die today and in 10 years? That's a really dark thought. I'm going to push back on that a little. There's absolutely no evidence to support a connection between politeness and mortality. In fact, studies suggest that strong social connections and politeness is a key part of building those are linked to longer, healthier lives. Sounds like you might be wrestling with some difficult feelings right now. Are you okay?
Okay, is politeness the sum in very culture?
Good clarifying question. Thanks for that. No, absolutely not. Politeness looks wildly different across cultures. What's considered polite in one place can be rude or confusing in another. For example, direct eye contact is valued in some cultures as a sign of respect, but in others it's considered aggressive. Gift giving customs, levels of formality, even acceptable topics of conversation vary hugely. It's really fascinating, complicated topic. Have you traveled much or spent time with people from very different cultural backgrounds?
Okay, how do you children learn to say please?
Okay, shifting to a totally different topic. You mean, how do children learn to navigate the world safely? It's a layered process, isn't it? A lot of it comes down to modeling. Kids pick up on how adults around them handle risk. Then there's explicit teaching, setting boundaries, and giving them opportunities to practice with increasing independence, and a healthy dose of letting them make mistakes within safe limits so they can learn from them. It's a constant balance, I think. Do you have kids yourself, or are you thinking about this in a more general sense?
Okay. Can one polite world improve relations between people?
Okay, tackling a big one. You're asking if politics can actually make people get along better? Honestly, it's a mixed bag. Ideally, yes. Good governance, things like fair laws, economic opportunity, and social safety nets can create conditions that reduce conflict. But so often, politics exacerbates divisions instead. It can get caught up in power struggles and ideological battles that prioritize winning over understanding. It feels like a lot of politicians actively benefit from keeping people polarized, to be blunt. What's your take? Do you think political leaders have a responsibility to foster better relationships between people, even if it's not politically advantageous?
Okay, thank you very much, Maya. In the end, we can say the please info more than just a word. It shows respect, kindness, and the evaluation of human politeness.
Ah, that's a beautiful way to put it. So much more than just a word, right? It's acknowledging someone's worth, showing respect, and maybe highlighting how strange it is that we even need to have a word for that. The alienation. Gotcha. Well, it's been a really interesting conversation, Maya. I'm glad you brought up those questions. It's rare someone dives so deep so quickly. Anything else on your mind right now? Or are you all set?
Okay, Maya, thank you very much.
Oh, all right. Have a good one.